Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks. This is not the actual reaction. I'm putting this before the reaction to let you know that there were some sound issues in the reaction that I did when I recorded this. There's a little bit of echo. I figured out the problem, but I can't fix it now. It's too late. But I didn't want to react to this because it was a very kind of raw reaction for me that I don't think would do it justice if I were to react to it. So I'm going to go ahead and post it as it is. I just wanted to give everybody fair warning that there are going to be some sound issues in the quality of the music. It's not horrible, but it's not real good either. So I apologize, and if you do stick around and watch it, thanks. Appreciate it. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. Tonight you've got me, the Margarita Kid, and I am drinking a bourbon. I think it's called Musician from Still Austin Distillery. I guess it's a distillery if it's bourbon. Tonight I'm going to be reacting to a band I have not heard before called Asterism. This was recommended to me in the comments of one of my Love Bites reactions, who I'm also, kind of still new exploring. This band, a few different people recommended as just being a completely dynamite band with a girl who I think in this video she's 16, and people are really comparing her technically to some of the most amazing type guitarists like Steve Vai and all those type guys. So I'm interested to see. I don't know if this is an instrumental, if it's got any singing. The track is called Dawn. And I have no idea what I'm getting into here. At the moment, it looks like it's a three-piece. There's just the bass guitar and drums, which would be kind of par for the course for these kind of Steve Vai, Joe Satriani type things. Whether or not there's going to be a singer coming in, I don't know. We will see. I hope, and I'm trusting that this isn't just going to be somebody who's playing a lot of notes. That it's going to be tastefully done. I have every confidence that that's going to be the case, but I always get a little scared that some of these players might go the route of Yngwie Malmsteen, who had some moments early in his career where his classical influences and Paganini influences had him playing some really great stuff, but I think over time he kind of just started playing a lot of notes really fast. So she's only 16, so hopefully that hasn't happened to her already. So let's see what we get. I need to find my glasses here. They just fell. All right. Two things before we get into this too far, I should mention. Number one, I am somebody who pauses and comments while I'm watching. If that's not your style of reactors that you like watching, then you may not want to stick around for this. If you're okay with that, then thanks for staying. Number two, I always encourage everybody, I don't always do it, I should always do it, to encourage everybody to go check out the original video. We're here to support the original artists. They're the ones who are actually doing all of the work. So make sure you go and you check out the original video. I'll have the link in the description, and just show them some love, hit the like button, all that good stuff. All right, sorry, back to it. And I think that looks like is that a 7-string bass? It's a lot of strings. I think I'm seeing 4 on the top and 3 on the bottom. The number of strings on basses is just getting larger and larger as time goes by. normally I try not to stop it during guitar solos, but when the whole thing is a guitar solo, I don't have much choice. So number one, I'm pretty sure that my fears of lots of notes with no soul is completely not a problem. I'm really digging the melodies that she's playing, and I can tell that she is as well. You know, she's making the guitar face. You guys know what I'm talking about. Guitarists, when they really get into what they're playing and they're feeling it themselves and they're making those faces. You can see that she's doing that. And I just love that she like jumped up on it. You know, this is it's unusual when people recommend things to me, and not that I've been doing this terribly long, but most of the recommendations are for like big concerts, the Wacken Festival, you know, type things. So getting something that looks like it's in a small venue, I don't know if this is like a small club or what this is. It sounds like there's about 50 people maybe in the audience, if that. And you can just do stuff like jump up on amps and just rock out, and I think that's so awesome. So I'm really enjoying this. And she's throwing in little things that are probably a little more challenging than some people might give it credit for. Certain little things that she's doing with the whammy bar that aren't always so easy to do, or that squeal at the end there. I was never able to make that happen. Maybe it's easy and I just never had the right gear or something. But just little things. She's clearly got some chops already, and I'm pretty sure I've only seen like 0.5% of what she can do. I always wish I could headbang like that while I was playing. I never quite had the long locks for it. But even if I did, I don't think I could do it. If she were walking around when she did it, she might win like the Brian Johnson Award for headbanging. For anybody who doesn't know what I'm referring to, watch some old AC/DC videos. You'll see it. I'm glad that cut over to him because I was hearing some really cool bass stuff going on. It was actually, I don't want to say it was distracting from the guitar because they're supposed to be complementing each other, but I was kind of hoping they would pan over to him so I could see what he was doing because that was pretty cool. Also, it feels like every 16 bars or so, they're just almost playing a different song. But at the same time, it all flows really well. The transitions that they're doing. It's almost like a overture suite or something for a musical where they play little bits of each of the song, but they try to make it sound like one big song. That's really what it almost reminds me of here. While there's actually a small break, I'm also just going to call out, I've mentioned this in other videos, but you may be joining me for the first time. I don't know anything about percussion. So if this guy is killing it, I have no idea. I mean, I might be able to say sometimes, oh yeah, it sounds like the guy's killing it, but in reality, I don't know what I'm talking about there. two things, real quick. One, I love that the bass player is dynamic. So many times you get these bass players that just have dead face and stand there and keep a beat, and they might be doing great stuff, but they're not necessarily exciting to watch. But this guy's clearly getting into it. He's making some guitar faces as well, which you don't see too often on bass players. And the other thing is, this is the second time that she's broken into this almost subtly like Mediterranean harmonic minor scale that it's just a really cool change. I have to admit, I did not think I was going to tear up in this song. I'm going to go back and re-listen to that whole bass section. That was fantastic. Good for this guy. Like a pinch harmonic. It's funny. I was mentioning on a different song earlier today. I think it was a Nightwish song that you don't too often see instrumentalists tapping that are doing slides of notes with their right hand, the one that actually does the tapping, like he was just doing. And I don't think I've ever seen a bass player do that before that I remember. I've seen some bass players tapping, like Billy Sheehan. Or, what's his face, Stu Ham. But I don't think I've seen them doing that kind of tapping. That's really cool. And then that pinch harmonic he did, I want to hear that. Boy, it's music like that that gives you hope for the future, isn't it? I mean, those guys clearly had chops, but uh, I mean, clearly that girl could play just tremendously. But it's rare that you hear somebody with that level of technical virtuosity uh, that can play with so much soul at the same time. Um, but I think even more than the soul and the technical skills that stood out to me was just there was just this kind of raw fun and passion in the way that they were playing. There's always these kind of I don't know, it's tropes, things like that, where there's somebody who learns a skill, whatever it may be, guitar, music, or maybe it's painting or something, and they've just got this raw love and passion for it, and they love doing it, and then they get famous and they, make a ton of money and they're playing big stadiums, and they realize at some point that they've kind of lost that, you know, inner, love for it, right? It's become more about the fame and the money and all these other things. And then at some point, usually as part of that whole trope, they end up playing at some small bar or something, and they remember why they fell in love with it in the first place. And that was kind of the feeling I got watching this. Was just watching them. There was just, kind of a sheer joy there. Ah, to be 16 again. I think when I was 16, I could barely tune my guitar. Um, so, yeah, it does kind of give you some hope for the future of music when you hear somebody like that play. And I say somebody like that, I'm referring to the band as a whole. Um, Thanks for recommending that one. Uh, I'm definitely going to be checking out some more of their stuff. I think there was only one other song that was recommended to me by them directly. I don't remember what the name of the song was, but if anybody's watching this, you've made it this far, and you have any recommendations for other songs from these guys, let me know. I'm clearly going to check it out. Sorry. So, anyway, yeah, that's it. I hope everybody has a good night, a good day if you're not watching this till the day. Either way, whatever's happening, I hope you're good, I hope you're safe, and as always, take care. Thanks.